Hello everyone, this is my second video. I've been searching all around my brain over recent days to work out whether I want to produce videos that are in a chronological date order of my autistic and ADHD experiences over the years. Do I want to do them in a certain way that makes sense? Because there's a part of me that would really like to do these videos in an orderly fashion. But there is a bigger part of me that just wants to produce a video when inspiration strikes. Unpredictable and random videos whenever the whim occurs. Perhaps I'll end up making videos on certain subjects as and when I feel like it. I've been tussling between these options for a while now, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to make what I'm interested in at that particular time, and if the videos appear random and disorganized, then they'll just have to be random and disorganized. These days I have to do what suits me, or it may not happen at all, and I want this to happen. In an ideal world, I'd like to be organized and have organized themes, but the upside is this way it could make the channel more interesting because no one will know what's coming up, least of all me. For now, I'm going to make slightly shorter videos about daily, incidental things that happen and shine a light on the way I experience them. Today, I'm talking about having the attention of a gnat, or to give it its official title, focus or attention span. I have an absolutely insatiable appetite for news, all sorts of news, entertainment news, science news, but I'm not great at absorbing dense, in-depth news, and I don't focus for long on anything. So in this case, I'm going to talk about what happens when I watch TV. I will start to watch something, and after a couple of minutes, I'll float back down and go, this program is 10 minutes in and I've no idea what they said. I must have been thinking about something else. I rewind and discover I managed to see maybe 3 minutes of the program, and the rest might as well have not happened at all. Over the years, I found a way to work around this trait. I have a box where I record TV programs. I'll sit down and circle between 3 different recordings because I can't focus on one. One could be a documentary. One could be about music. Maybe one will be about houses or hotels or something similar. And I then watch the first 5 minutes of each of those programs and see if one sticks. Meaning, do I remember what happened in that first 5 minutes? And am I still interested in any one of those programs? Then I pick one of those programs and try to stick to it. But generally, after 20 minutes of sticking to one program, I get bored again, start browsing the other 2 programs. If I manage to stick to one program, the 2 other programs I don't pick right then, I can just watch another day or another week. About 50% of the time, I'm so bored, I stick the TV on pause and never go back to watch the rest of it. I'm used to this now, and I can usually watch another 10 minutes of that program another day. I can watch a program in 5 or 10 minute increments over weeks and months sometimes because I just can't take it in all at once. The exception to this is usually reality TV or a really good documentary. The more factual and real life, the better. Sometimes I don't end up watching TV at all because I just cannot settle. Then sometimes I do watch TV and can settle for half an hour, go off to do something, and then go back and settle for another half an hour. In the past, I've had a lot of reactions of different people who may get puzzled by my behaviour, perhaps try to tell me off for not sitting still. Then I try to sit still to please them, and that makes me feel worse. I generally do not mention this trait to anyone as it's difficult to explain. People don't understand, and in fact I don't understand it, but I have learned over the years it's just the way I function best at taking in entertainment on TV. Now I have a neurodivergent diagnosis, it's easier for me. I can let myself off the hook. I'm not strange. This is just my personal workaround of my neurodivergent traits. And I've always been like that. I've always sort of watched something and then gone and bored 2 minutes in and floated off to do something else. In the 1980s, 1990s and the 2000s, and I have to go and be alone or read a book to get away from the disapproval and feel more myself again. It's much better now. I have an explanation for this particular trait, autism and ADHD. It's helpful because I'm not thinking I'm some bad person or some awful person because I'm not focusing on this TV very well. I don't keep asking myself anymore, why do I do this? Or what is the reason for it? I used to. For years, I was constantly asking myself, questioning myself, trying to push myself into being like other people. In more recent years, I can just accept it. And it's easier for me to deal with as I'm more aware of the issue, why it's there. It's all a learning curve, and I'm still on this journey of learning how to accept these behaviours. Meanwhile, it's about acceptance. Tune in for more next time.